So in this video here, we're just going to create this cylinder into this sort of bottle shape. And it's quite straightforward. Once you get the hang of it, it's very easy to do. And you can create multiple game assets just by using any of these shapes and just adding a few edge lines and using the smooth tool just to smooth out and create these like beautiful shapes here. So as you see how earlier I was talking about topology. So the topology on this shape here is really well done. And there's not any weirdness going on really at all. So what we do, we just make sure we're in object mode. I'll just show you what I've done earlier. Channel. Let's just turn this layer on. This one's with the mistakes on this side. So just going to talk about just creating the bottle in general. So I've added in a few edges here and here. Just create that shape. And all you need to do is make sure we've got edge. Go to right click and go down to edge. Go to edge and then go down to insert edge. And we just want to create an edge around here. And we simply go into vertex mode. Just turn off the tool off here. Shrink the top part here, like so. With the scale tool, and shrink the bottom part here. We may want to go on our edge mode. Double click this line here, increase it, push up a little bit to get that, just to start getting that shape. And then we go back on a face mode. Select all these faces, and then on shift to start creating the neck. You may want to shrink it down a little bit more again, because it's quite a thick neck. But we can start to tell now, we start making that outline silhouette of the model. So you sort of know it's like a bottle of some kind. Just by using only a few polygons, we just sort of create that shape already. So we just want to go back on a vertex, select that, just shrink it down, and we just go back on edges, bring that up, bring this up a bit. We're sort of creating that shape. You may want to just play around with it to get more better results. But just in general now, we just sort of made that really good shape. So the reason to sort of start creating the shape now, we're going to start doing something called playing around with our edge lines or creating smooth editing. Because now our topology is a bit weird and we won't get that shape without adding any supporting edge loops or edge flow. To do that, to get this this preview up, we just press 3 and press 1 and 3 to get that shape right in. And 2, to see like a preview, you still see the original model there and the smooth model at the same time. So like here, I added some more supporting edges here to create more of that high edge loop. So it started getting that sort of basic shape. Yeah, so we'll just start adding more edge loops on here, just to make those a bit more supported and supporting edge loops and sort of get that hard shape, hard edge loop going on there. Just show you how I did it. So just click on the model. We just need to have edges. Just insert. We can insert or do something called off edge loop. So we just click on loop here. We click on offset edge loop tool. So this will let us do 2 at once, and we can get this really accurately done quite quickly and easy. We might want to do it on this part here, so I'm just going to go turn this tool off. I just want to go into insert edge loop and just bring up here. And I may want to have a bottom bit here. No edge loop here at the bottom, just like these. Always make sure of the tools off here. Sometimes you may make mistakes you're going to regret later. And just want to scale this up a little bit to get that shape. And then let's go back on edge lines here with edge lines. And we just want to use the offset again to sort of create that hard edge. And it also affects the bottom as well. So if you're not happy with the edge line you made, so you weren't happy with that, we just double click it and we just press Control Backspace and it'll just get rid of the edge line. But for now, we're just going to do this way around, model this way around. So I'll just show you what it looks like preview. It starts looking like that shape. So one more thing we need to do is just go on face mode. We want to get rid of these top ones now. Select all this. Delete it. And now we just want to go back on the face mode again. Select everything. Hold down Shift, and we want it screwed our faces. So we want to make the thickness to be 0.05. So just create that thickening around it. So we've got like an inside part of the model. This will help us out with the materials later. So there's one mistake here. We may not notice it, but our edge lines have really crunched up here. So we can fix this by just pressing Control Backspace by selecting the edge loops we made earlier and just reinserting them again. We could just use the offset again here. So I made a mistake at one point of making these models. Oh, just totally forgot about deleting them. So this just makes it easier to work with. So we're happy with this shape here. So now I should just press 3 to get this smooth mode on. We can see what we're doing now. And it's sort of looking like that now. So we can do, essentially, we could smooth it right now, this model. So we just make sure it's selected, go on top of mesh and click on smooth. I think for the sake of this, we're just going to keep this as one division. This has got 2 divisions, or 2 subdivisions. So we'll just move it once. We sort of created that shape. Depending on how detailed you want it, you may want to increase it, just for the sake of quickness. Just keep it down to 1 subdivision. And we can create the liquid part inside. So we just need to select the model, hold down Control to clone it. And as it's still quite low polish, it's got a small, nice smooth bit. So that smoothness going on. We just click on the faces, select the faces we don't want, depending on how fill our potion bottle is. And get rid of the faces inside by just double clicking it. Double click on one face, select all of them, just press delete. So it's very simple. Double click that, click on, hold down Shift and right click and Shift, fill hole. So yes, I've talked about keeping it with quads, but something like this we might not. Sometimes you may get away with some bits like this. So let's go back in object mode, select this object, and we want to go to our channels here and just copy them over to here, like so. Just so we can align it into the bottle easier. Just inside now, just select from the top. And we just want to go to our wireframe mode only, just to get this a bit more accurate. Scale it down so it sort of fits in. Turn that off. So the core will be the exact same method as well. So we just need to create a new cylinder. Go into its attributes. Change this down to 6 and 2 cap. And we just want to go and copy the location into our new core. As we've got the core over here, we just want to shrink it down. So, stick on here. Shrink it down a bit more. So we can get that shape in there. So we can still use the edge loops and that on here. So we just want to go the same thing we've done before with the model bottle. May want to go pop into wireframe mode just to see what we're doing to the inside part. And there we go. It's a very simple way around doing it. I just want to make the cork a bit more bigger at the top. So just like the top vertex. Increase that. And then we want to go onto mesh smooth. To move it, just one image of this. And then we just want to increase its size so it just fits in the bottle a bit more better. Just sort of dig it in. So these loops here on top, we want to do something else with them. So I'm just going to get on edge mode, just delete. Still do it on whilst it's smooth. So we just press Control backspace. And then we can hit face mode. We could do this beforehand, which would make it better. Just when you click it's just you can do an edge loop here, delete, click to all these faces. Just click on one face here, and the next one to it, just double click, and there you go. And we can just bevel it right now. So what bevel does, it will increase the actual amount of faces on here. We've got that sort of shape on here now. And we've sort of done a very good model, which is an easy edge flow. Well, quite a nice edge flow, and it's done very quickly. So we can always increase the subdivisions if we're not happy with it. Again, smooth it out again. Just one more. And it just looks really well known. Also, and this is quite great. We could stick this inside ZBrush or Substance Painter to just create that effect. Add any other effects in, any cracks in that, and it won't get destroyed every time we increase the smoothness of the model. It'll sort of keep its shape, at any given time. And it's just a very quick way around doing it. So I'm just going to stop the recording here, and we're just going to the next video. I'm just going to go on about fixing some issues you may face whilst creating a model like this.